How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? I'm Brooks.
And I'm Joe.
And this is a new episode of Cantina Reviews Barside Chats.
So today we are going to talk about... This is so weird.
This is so bad.
I'm just going to leave it all in. I'm going to leave it all in. So let's just explain what this is. It's a podcast.
Whoa!
Yeah.
In case you haven't found it on that medium.
I think for podcasts we're supposed to talk like real low and like seductively.
And like super close to the microphone.
Welcome to Cantina Reviews Barside Chats. I'm Joe.
I'm Brooks.
Yeah,
today we're putting you to sleep.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to put these on SoundCloud and on our YouTube. Because why not?
Yeah.
Today, we are going to start this off by talking about a topic that always seems to appear on Facebook and Twitter and all that and YouTube. People wondering if Disney will ever redo the Star Wars prequels.
Ah, yes. I think they should, but at the same time, it'd be weird if they did.
Yeah.
Like, why would they truly remake something that's already been done when their main focus now is to create new or to continue? You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's like generally agreed by a lot of fans that the prequels are bad, but like there seems to be this like new generation that grew up on the prequels that are like they're really outspoken about them, and they don't like the new stuff because they like the prequels. Right. They're like the original fans now.
Yeah,
so it's like the original fans that love the originals that grew up on them hated the prequels. Mm-hmm. Now it's like the kids that grew up on the prequels hate the sequel trilogy.
Right, yeah.
It's weird.
And I feel like even then, like, the original trilogy people aren't that critical of the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting to see that. So that probably means the prequel crew is going to really enjoy the next one, and we're going to hate the next one.
And we're going to hate the sequel trilogy people will hate the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, I guess.
It's going to be an odd circle of, consummation.
Well, yeah, because like once Force Awakens and all that started, like so many people were like, "Oh, the prequels were actually great. You're just an idiot."
Yeah,
like they're actually like super intelligent and well planned out, and they tell this whatever story that goes in tangent with the originals and all. Mm-hmm. I don't know, this whole like revolution to make the prequels seem great.
Even when they just weren't.
Yeah, they were just bad. So like we were talking about the prequels in general earlier. Which is another reason why the podcast is we should just record when we talk, because we talk about this stuff all the time because we're kind of lame.
Yeah,
but
or we're super intelligent.
Yeah, or we're really smart like the prequels are.
Yeah,
but yeah. So we were saying like we started to do these classic reviews, and we did like a little scene. We have a new We have a new hope. Yeah, now that we have the podcast, you'll realize how much we cut out of the videos.
Yeah, you'll realize how stupid we actually are.
Yeah, because we can't pronounce any words right and just mess up constantly. Yeah. But we've been doing these little scenes. We have a new hope up now. Mm-hmm. And it's like, we did one for Empire, we did one for Return of the Jedi, and it's like so much like iconic imagery and like plot points and stuff from the originals.
And things like that, scenery, settings.
And we're sitting around trying to come up with trying to come up with...
It's funny because I still feel like we're doing the camera thing.
Yeah, I know.
But I know we're not.
I know we're not.
I know, it's so weird because it's like... Because, like, normally when we film with the camera, if I mess up, I'll just keep going with... Oh, and then... and I'll just keep going. But now it's like I don't really have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can just stop.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we'll just be like, I'll cut that out. And then restart. But here we are now. Yep. I've been trying to say the same thing for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, for 3 minutes.
We were trying to think of like prequel scenes to do, and like the only thing that stands out about the prequels is all the stupid lines.
Yeah.
So it's like, like episode 2, we're like, let's do something about sand. Mm-hmm. But it's like that's not like an iconic episode 2 moment.
Right.
It's like something dumb about it.
Yeah, it's like certain people are going to be the ones that pick up on that. Right. It's not like a universal thing like, that's Hoth, that's Endor, that, you know what I mean? So instead, we're kind of just probably going to go the route of pointing out how absurd certain things are about it.
Right.
which stay tuned on our YouTube channel and you will see exactly what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because I don't want to spoil this. We spoil every other movie review. I don't want to spoil our reviews.
Yeah, we won't talk about what our actual scenes are.
Yeah.
But we actually do have some ideas. We
got some ideas here.
This is what happens. Like, we've spent so much time filming videos and cutting out our mistakes. Well, not totally cutting them out. I throw them at the end of each video. I don't know if people realize there's bloopers at the end of every video. And I leave a lot of the mistakes in, but we cut out so much of them that now I can't even speak a full sentence.
Yeah.
Without saying.
Because I'm so confident we're just going to get rid of it.
But anyway, like tying that back into like whether I think they should be remade. I don't think they should for like practical reasons.
Remade.
Yeah. I don't like.
You didn't pause. Oh, that was a good one.
We're just talking about our dumb friend who's not going to listen to this.
Yeah, either way, so it doesn't matter.
For practical reasons, they should not be remade because of like obviously like money and like it would just waste time of them wanting to do new things.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's another episode idea. Talk about what their like new trilogies could be about.
Good. Or like that's probably a new podcast.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a podcast because that would be long.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, stay tuned, folks.
Ooh.
But anyway, like money reasons, timing reasons, whatever. It'd be odd to redo movies that are relatively new.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things. But like I would like to see them redone somehow. Like it would be cool to see. I don't think they're gonna do it, and I don't necessarily think they should do it, but it would be cool because like at its basics it's a cool idea and it's a cool story.
Right. They just need to refine some of it.
Like, the execution was bad.
Right. Like, they can take some things out and kind of re-explain more things and then also make the scenery and the settings a little more...
real.
Right, yeah. Because that was the other thing, too. It's like, it's all CGI green screen.
Yeah, and it shows...
And the plot is so... There's so many things going on in Phantom Menace. It's like... Just make it one central
That doesn't
thing.
make sense.
Yeah, why is the Trade Federation blocking trade?
Right, yeah. All that Trade Federation to siege Naboo, to do all this, to get her to sign a thing that didn't matter. Like, it could have just been, like, the Sith are back.
Exactly.
Oh, no. Because, like Episode 4, like, everyone loves, like, it was just, there's a Death Star, it's bad.
Right.
Let's destroy it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a simple plot.
Reined in and refined everything, it would be much better.
Right.
Like, if it simplified it.
If it was just like, we suspect that the Sith are back. And, like, the idea of Sidious doing his whole thing from the inside is cool.
Right.
It's just the execution and how dumb his plan is.
Exactly.
And how dumb everyone around him has to be for his plan to work.
Right.
Like, everyone is so oblivious. And, like, oh, they're being clouded by the dark side of the Force. But, like... forever for like 15 years or whatever. It's just like the execution of it was poor. Like I said, like the basic story beats are cool. I thought they could have done a better job, obviously, of like establishing Obi-Wan and Anakin's friendship. Mm-hmm. So like you cared more when it didn't work out.
Right.
You know, like you can easily just like have like a very similar movie and like fix that. Mm-hmm. Make Anakin. I would say start Episode 1 with Anakin already as Obi-Wan's Padawan.
That'd be cool.
Have like a cool, like, almost like how The Force Awakens had a very similar plot to Episode 4. If they had, let's say, like, you know, sequel trilogy doesn't exist, we're doing Episode 1, and it was, like, a very streamlined movie, a fairly simple plot. It doesn't have to be a Death Star, but, like, a fairly simple plot where there's, like, a bad guy, but you see Obi-Wan training Anakin and them getting into adventures and stuff like that, and it's more or less just fun. And then Episode 2 do the Clone Wars.
Right.
But, like, have it more focus on them. Like, kind of like the cartoon. Like, Anakin's way more likable in the cartoon.
Right, because it focuses on them doing their thing.
Yeah.
And, like, showing them becoming a stronger duo, you know? As far as that Master Padawan thing goes. Like, them just becoming stronger together.
Right.
And, yeah, it's much more betterer. It's much better to see that other than just being told that that's what they did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think it'd be cool to see that.
Yeah, you, like, with the movies, you, like, miss out on all the fun adventure. And it's like, but these are, that's what the movies are for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing us what they've done.
Yeah.
Not what they're doing now and being told what they
Yeah, even then, like, Episode 2, and, like, obviously they were able to fill in with the cartoon, but Episode 2, it ends when the Clone Wars just began. Like, Episode 2 should have been the Clone Wars.
And Episode 1 should have been ending.
Like, Episode 2 in itself is a prequel to a cartoon show.
It is, yeah. Which is crazy.
Which is weird when you think about it that way. And then episode 3 should have just been like the culmination, the ending of the Clone Wars, leading into Anakin's ultimate fall.
Right. Not just the entire movie being his fall.
Yeah. Like, what I saw someone, like, people always talk about how they would remake the prequels, and, like, what I thought was a cool idea, I forget who did it, but create a love triangle between Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme. Because if you watch Phantom Menace, like, it kind of seems like that's where they were going with Obi-Wan and Padme. Mm-hmm. They seem to, like, kind of look out for each other, and I think he, like, saves her at some point. Huh. Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. But, like, they kind of, like, look like they might be into each other. So they could have been, like, leading up to that.
Right.
But, like, if that's what made Anakin turn, it's way more interesting.
Yeah, it makes it slightly more believable than, like, I need to save her because I thought she was going to die.
And now I'm going to choke her 5 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because I don't want her to die.
That's what we should do.
What?
For the third one?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to die, but why are you doing this? I don't want you to die.
Oh, God, and the acting.
The acting's terrible.
You betrayed me! You are my enemy!
I hated how Mace Windu or Samuel Jackson was not allowed to be Samuel Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
He had to be the wise Jedi that didn't do anything ever.
Here's the thing, it's like when they cast Samuel Jackson, I would imagine, like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, this will be awesome. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah, he's going to be a badass with a lightsaber, yeah.
And then he wasn't.
Yeah, and then he was so unimpressive.
Episode 3, he was at his absolute worst.
Yeah.
I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. That's pretty specific for someone who can't figure out who Sidious is. He's in the next room.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, you work with him.
And then, like, 20 minutes later, he's like, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. Yeah. I can't believe... I'm pretty positive he says that twice in that movie.
He probably
does.
Like,
in the exact same way.
Yeah, I was upset with that. They should have just made him... They should have let Sammy J loose.
Right, and then they're like, okay, like, let's have him go confront the Sith Lord in his private office.
And get his ass spanked.
In his private office.
Yeah.
Where no one can see him murder them.
Yeah.
Go get him in the street when he's picking up his dry cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah, or he's picking up the freshly cleaned lightsaber.
Right, so everyone
freshly
can see.
lubed lightsaber.
Get it on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Instead, you go into the private quarters for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then get your butt spanked.
What I also have noticed,
by an old man.
What I also noticed about that scene last time I watched it was like, so in the Force Awakens, like Finn gets burned by the lightsaber, Kylo's lightsaber.
Yeah.
And doesn't instantly die.
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure in the originals people get like, hit and don't die.
Yeah.
In Episode 3, when Palpatine literally touches the other Jedi, they die instantly
from the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Maybe his lightsaber's different.
I don't know.
There's probably some kind of weird canon Wikipedia page about how his lightsaber actually drains life.
He was also draining the energy from them with the Force because he's so powerful.
See, I feel like that's not believable. I feel like that's relatively like, okay, yeah, I guess I could see that making sense.
Yeah.
Now, does he burn Mace Windu with the lightsaber at all?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so because he like loses it, right? When they like break the window and he falls.
I think he like hits it out of his hand and then he shocks him. I was going to say it'd be very interesting if he was also burned in a similar way from a lightsaber, like if he was trying to stop it and he got burned.
Yeah, and then he didn't die instantly like his friends.
Yeah. And then Finn manages to do that and it's like, oh, well, he's Mace Windu's son. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I like after that, so like, Anakin shows up, spoilers, kills Mace Windu.
Whoa. I would have never guessed.
Allegedly.
Because
he might come back.
Yeah, he could still be alive. This turned into a very quick Mace Windu video.
Video.
Or podcaster. A bar talk.
I like when like Palpatine gets up and his face is all fucked, and Anakin's like being dumb, and he's like talking about like you have to like swear allegiance to me now, and like now you're evil, like thanks for joining, and Anakin like gets down on his knees like, I'll call you Darth Vader. Like, wait, he just like all this build up and what he came up with off the top of his head.
Yeah.
Vader.
I'll call you Darth Vader.
Vader's a good name, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Anakin's
good.
like, I don't really like it.
I'll name you Jim.
Darth.
Jim.
Timothy.
Darth Jiminy. Cricket.
Yeah, I guess it's better than what was Dooko's?
Dooko's. That's what it was.
His was like Darth Tyrannosaurus.
Darth Tyrannosaurus Rex. Where are we at? What is this? How much?
I don't know.
What am I looking at?
GarageBand, it doesn't show the time anymore.
So how do we know where we're at?
We don't.
So we're just boring our fans.
Yeah, well,
our one fan.
Podcasts are usually long, so it's fine.
No, I know. It's just I don't know if they want to listen to a lullaby for 20 minutes. How does it not show you?
It probably does somehow. But I don't know.
Flame us in the comments.
Yeah, it used to show up here. It used to just automatically show.
Just deletes the recording as they're looking.
Yeah, it's just gone. And we'll talk for a few more minutes and wrap it up.
What is that? Oh, is that 470 seconds?
No, bars.
Spitting bars.
So anyway, should they redo them? It would be interesting to see.
It would be cool to see. Should they? I mean, if I'm thinking about it from their perspective, should we do it? No. From the fans' perspective, it'd be cool to see. So I'd say yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
If
I have to give a yes or no answer,
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because I would just be so curious to see them done better.
Right.
And obviously so many of these fans would freak out. But I don't know, redo them and then call whichever one is worse Legends.
Yeah, which they don't seem to have an issue with doing anyway, so we might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd say, coming from Disney's perspective, I'd say no, because why do we have to?
Right.
Coming from a fan's perspective, I would say yes, because it would be cool to see them done differently.
Yeah.
Kind of, explain the same story, but a different way.
Yeah.
I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, thanks for joining on our first podcast, if anyone listens to this at all.
Yeah, if anybody other than me and him listens to this.
Yeah, I probably won't even listen to this. I think
realistically, I hear you talk enough already, so I don't want to sit there on my morning drive and listen to you continue to talk.
Yeah, I'll see if it puts me to sleep or not.
It might.
It might.
I think it'll put me to sleep, listening to myself just drone on about
listening to myself,
Star Wars nonsense that I know I've already talked about.
Listening to myself barely be able to get through one sentence
without
messing up. We got better as we went along.
Slightly. Not much.
Not much.
Much like the prequels. These are kind of bad. But.
Yeah. So look out for more of these. They'll come.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to be as frequent, but they will definitely be happening just because I feel like what you guys don't see is when we do film, even though some of these videos come out to 7 to 10, whatever minutes, there's about another 10 that was some kind of a rabbit hole conversation.
Right, we have a tendency to just, end up going down these rabbit holes and, talking for a while, so we figure, this is a much better format for that.
Yeah, to just kind of just talk about nonsense that no one wants to hear anyway.
Yeah.
So, once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
And this is the first ending to our first Cantina Reviews Barside chat ever.
Brought to you by Tums.
Brought to you by Tums, hopefully.
Except not.
See you guys.
See ya.